Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Shasta County Air Pollution Control Board for Tuesday, May 7th, 2013. I may mention of the fact that the members of this board do not receive any compensation or stipend as a result of covering as the Shasta County Air Pollution Control Board. And the next item on the agenda is the public comment period. Comments should be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the Air Pollution Control Board. Action or board discussion cannot be taken on open time matters other than to receive the comments and, if deemed necessary, to refer the subject matter to the appropriate department for follow-up and or to take action to schedule the matter on a subsequent board meeting. First item on the agenda is the consent calendar. Pleasure of the board concerning disposition of the consent calendar.
I move approval. However, I will abstain on the minutes that I was not here on April 9th.
Very good. Thank you.
Second.
I should make mention to those of you in the audience that the preceding consent calendar items are expected to be routine and non-controversial. They will be acted upon by the board at one time and without any discussion. Any board member, staff member, or interested person may request that an item be removed from the consent calendar for later discussion. Is there anyone in the audience that wanted to talk about any of these consent items? All right, let's move then to the regular calendar. Did I call for the vote? All right, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Regular calendar, scheduled hearings. R1, Air Resource Management District. Mr. Bell, are you going to make the presentation? Oh.
Good morning, Chairman Kehoe, members of the board. My name is Adam Fiesler. I'm an Air Pollution Inspector 2 for the Shasta County Air Quality Management District, and I'll be presenting agenda item before you to amend Air District Rule 325. The Vehicle and Mobile Equipment Coatings Rule. The intent of the amendment is to edit, format, and revise the text and to add 4 exempt compounds to the rule. The 4 compounds are tert-butyl acetate, which is used as a solvent, and it can be used alone or with other solvents and blended together. Now, these are large chemical names, and they're difficult to understand, so I understand about half of them. The dimethyl carbonate is a solvent which is used in paints and coatings, which is why this is being exempted under this rule. Propylene carbonate is used in cosmetics, lithium batteries, paint strippers, and plasticizers. And methyl acetate is used for metal prep. So on automobiles, they would use it to clean up the substrate, which is the metal, before they paint it. These compounds were exempted by the US EPA and the California Air Resources Board. These compounds can be used as a substitute for volatile organic compounds, which means they can possibly reduce the amount of volatile organic compounds in the air. Volatile organic compounds are one portion of what makes smog, so that could help us reduce that. We respectfully request that you adopt the resolution so manufacturers and sources can have the flexibility to use these compounds within their mixes or sold alone. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Adam. Questions to staff?
Yes, sir. You actually kind of referred to this question. It's the same for R1 and R2 because of the technical nature, and we see the attached guidelines and specifications, and they're highly detailed. What is our source to confirm the technical nature of our own submittal here? It's like there's like 60 pages of technical data attached. Where do we receive, how do we confirm the information that's attached here?
Well, what's attached are the rules, the strikeout and the clean version.
Okay, so it's already established, and
yeah.
The technical information we're just tossing in a little bit that needs to be added to exempt these.
Sure.
Okay.
Just those compounds on the exempt compound list that's in the definitions of the rules, as well as we're basically saying, okay, California Air Resources Board, you approve these as exempt. The United States Environmental Protection Agency, you approve them as exempt. Each district in the state of California has to actually exempt these for them to be used within their air district.
Very good.
So we're just confirming that.
Further questions of staff? This time I will open the public hearing in the matter of amendment to exempt compounds and overall form of Rule 3.25 Vehicle and Mobile Equipment Operations. Is there anyone in the audience this morning that would like to make comments? Seeing and hearing no one, I'll close the public hearing. Pleasure of the board concerning disposition of R1.
Move approval.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Further discussion of the motion? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The next item on the agenda is item R2, amendments to District Rules 3.31, 3.32, 3.33.
Good morning. Adam Fiesler, Shasta County Air Quality Management District, Air Pollution Inspector 2. I'm here to present this item. This one is very similar in nature than what you just adopted, except we're only adding dimethyl carbonate and propylene carbonate, which were discussed previously. And the reason why we're only adding those is because the other compounds were already adopted as an exempt compound in the rule. So what we're doing is just trying to make sure everything's consistent throughout our rules. And another thing that we did within these rules is that we clean them up to make them look consistent. So that way when the public grabs our rules, we say, okay, here's our rule. It's nice and clean. You can understand one rule from the next. So that way it's nice and clear for everybody. And Rule 332 and 333 were amended. You'll see there was very limited textual changes in there, because they only use the Rule 331 definition of exempt compounds in their definitions. So our district manager, Ross Bell, and I thought it was a good time to edit Rule 332 and 333 for consistency and to clean up any old language. We ask that you adopt the resolution with an amendment, with a little bit of a change in there. We had a little bit of an editing issue. We do apologize. In the resolution, it states Rule 331, 332, and 333. The district has determined that the measure to limit volatile organic compound emissions for vehicle and mobile coatings. That should actually state Rules 331, 332, and 333 and refer to each of the rule names. We do apologize for this.
Adam, where are you in
Oh,
the
I'm
staff
sorry.
report, please?
We're in the resolution, all the way in the back.
Okay.
And that would be, let me just count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Counting down how many whereases to get to where we're going to go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th paragraph in the resolution, or the stanza, if you will, needs to be changed.
Okay.
Did everyone find the resolution okay? I know it's a thick packet.
We're there. All right.
No, I've got it.
Further questions of staff? This time, ladies and gentlemen, I will open the public hearing in the matter of amendment to District Rules 3.31, 3.32, and 3.33. Is there anyone in the audience this morning that would like to speak to this? Seeing and hearing no one, I'll close the public hearing. Pleasure of the board concerning disposition of item R2.
Move approval.
Have a motion?
Second.
Have a second. Further discussion of the motion. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Adam, you've done a nice job. Thank you very much. We'd also like to note that Council Member Missy MacArthur has joined us this morning from the City of Reading. We've now had 2 meetings, and the City of Reading has been represented at both of those meetings. If there are no further business, we are now adjourned. Thank you for attending.